Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Porsche series on Project Cars 2. This is round 5 from Rouen Les Essarts and we are in the Porsche 911 Carerra RSR. So here we go, let's take you through the grid for this first race then. The first of two races in this 911 Carerra, and it is Pash on pole position with Neil Farmack alongside. Then it's Video third, NRP fourth. Then we've got TY fifth with Stevie in sixth, Bidster's seventh, Blakeney's eighth. We've got Cyrex in ninth, and Bradders rounds off the 10. So let's get on with the race then, guys. Here we go. Waiting for lights out here. And away we go. NRP and Pash both get good starts, but Pash gets a lightning start down the hill, and he's already off. Video with NRP alongside. We've got Bidster, TY, and quite a few other people all close together as well. Bidster, Blake, Cyrex, everyone as well. But looking back to the leaders, Pash and Neil down there. Oh, we've got Stevie off in the background, I think. Stevie's gone on the grass. Oh, Pash has lost it. Pash has lost it. He's gone round, and Neil hits Neil. He's lost it himself, and TY has nowhere to go, and Pash rolls over. Neil, Pash and TY involved in an incident there, but it wasn't Neil and TY's fault. Pash has made his own mistake and took people with him. Here we go. Video leads then down to the hairpin. Stevie in second. Then we've got Cyrex trying to stop the car, and Bidster almost hitting him as well at the back. Then it's Blakeney and Bradders behind. Bradders up to 6th place. Here's NRP, he's in 8th position. Neil Farmack just ahead. As we look to Stevie, there he is, Stevie, and Cyrex just behind. Cyrex is, I think, who's accidentally flicked his lights off, so fog and rain here at Rouen Les Essarts. Bad conditions as Video goes off. Stevie goes up the inside. Stevie's up the inside for the lead of the race, and he takes it. Video loses speed. Cyrex trying to get alongside him. But Video losing speed up the hill as we climb the hill. We've got a fast kink left here. This car is a really nice car to drive, but in the wet it is a bit skittish and it is quite slippery. And also the fog doesn't help as a hay bale goes flying further back, but Cyrex and Video are alongside each other down the straight. Towards the end of the straight then, a really fast right-hander flat out in these cars. Cyrex goes through. Video in third. Bidster closing up rapidly. Bidster trying to go around the outside. He's on the grass. Bidster goes on the grass and he's off camera. But I think he all just rejoins there. But Bidster running wild there. Absolutely madness there from Bidster as we break down into the next corner. Here we go, approaching the braking zone. And Video's not stopping. Oh, he's bang hit Cyrex and spins him completely round, completely misses his braking point, and Video and Cyrex go back down the order. Video trying to wait to recover there. Here he is, he gets going, slowly gets going, finds a gap. But yeah, that all got very interesting very quickly there. Let's have a look at the front. So Stevie at the front as we finish lap 1, and let's get some replays on that first lap action for you now. Okay, here's the replay of the first lap action then, so let's watch the first bit, which is where Pash lost it. He just puts the power on too much, loses the car on the grass, comes across, hits Neil, Neil loses it, and then TY, he's lost control anyway, and then just hits Pash into a roll. So very unlucky there. Neil rejoins further down as NRP goes through, and let's watch this with NRP. He comes through, and yep, Neil gets going, and he's okay there. Okay, here's a look at what happened to Video a bit further on. So Video goes on the grass as he brakes, just loses the back end of the car, and Stevie takes the lead of the race. Okay, here's a replay of something else further on that we didn't see from a good angle, so let's have a look. Bidster goes round this corner with Video in front, and look at the speed he's carrying, and he has to go wide, but he's just running out of room, runs out of room, goes onto the grass at 150 plus miles an hour, slides and just holds onto the car and misses Video by an inch, and then carries on. But what a hold from Bidster. Okay, here's a replay again from on board with Bidster, but we're looking further on now. We've just recovered and changed our underwear, and we're watching Video. See, watch here, he just brakes just too late. Brakes too late. Cyrex is an innocent bystander, gets hit off the track, and then they're both left to recover, but Video did apologise. As we come back from that, Blakeney and Cyrex together. Blakeney across the line with Cyrex behind him in tow. Down the hill, Blakeney, got to watch out for these curbs because the white lines are a raised curb and they really do put the car off, especially when you're travelling at in excess of 100 miles an hour. Braking to the corner, Cyrex goes through and slides his way through, and Blakeney has to avoid him, and he's spun in the middle of the track. He's off on the left. He's got to wait now until everyone passes him. Neil's going past. And then we've got, I think, is someone else off. Bradders is off further back. Bradders is off. He's almost went into the pit lane there. So again, more drama as Pash goes down the hill with TY. Has Blakeney recovered? Yes, he has. He's facing the right way now. But Bradders looked like he was involved in something there, and he's doing yet more mowing of the grass there. So Bradders really finding this a hard car to drive in these conditions as he resets there and gets back going again. Up ahead, we've got Video in 5th. Video back down the order then. So after that incident with Cyrex, Bidster trying to catch Stevie as he slides his way through, but Cyrex is catching Bidster. Cyrex has really got his foot down here. He's catching up to Bidster and Stevie, so Cyrex the man on the move here. As we look at Cyrex going up the hill through the corner, Bidster slides his way through, so does Cyrex. Right in the draft of Bidster now. Down the straight we go. Stevie ahead, Bidster and Cyrex in tow. Down the straight, 4th gear, reaching about 135 miles an hour. Round this corner, flat out round this right-hander, 140 miles an hour on the exit. Reaching 150 at the end of the straight. Power on, really, really ballsy stuff here, really, really fast action as we go down to the right-hander, the 90-degree right at the end. Got to watch the braking zone here. Cyrex having a look at the inside of Bidster, but there's no way through. Bidster holds on. Meanwhile, back here we've got Pash in 7th, TY 8th, so a few people spread out further back because of the few incidents that happened. NRP running in 9th. Back to Bidster and Cyrex has passed Bidster. Cyrex has passed Bidster, so it must have been out the corner. Bidster must have gone wide or something, and Cyrex goes through, so Cyrex into 2nd place. And now to challenge Stevie. Oh, Stevie's been off as well, and Cyrex gets gifted the lead. Stevie must have gone wide out the last corner and lost speed on the straight, and Cyrex goes straight through into the lead. And off he goes. He's turned his lights off again, I think, but he should find where the switch is at some point. Stevie's got his lights off as well, but we could all do with having the lights on, really, because then you can see where they are. As we go through the left-hander down the hill, Bidster sliding the car, trying to keep up with Stevie up ahead. Back to Video, he's got Blakeney a bit further behind him. A little bit more spread out further back because of the incidents that happened, so let's focus on this 2nd place battle then between Bidster and Stevie. Cyrex now 2 seconds up the road already, and he's already coming out the hairpin, sliding out the hairpin in fashion. Let's have a look at Bidster and Stevie as Bidster gets the power down out the hairpin and goes up the hill following Stevie. Further back we've got Video. Video's on the grass. He's grass cutting in the Porsche. It's a very expensive lawnmower. He's going straight across the grass and almost takes out Blake as he rejoins. So Video in a bit of a moment there, and Blakeney goes through into 5th place. Pash only 6 seconds behind him now. Oh, Bidster and Stevie have been off. Something's happened between Bidster and Stevie there, but Bidster's gone through and Stevie was off as well. He's still facing the wrong way. He's trying to find reverse and he's got it there and he gets going. So very unlucky there for Stevie, and we'll get a replay on that. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Stevie and Bidster. So Stevie goes up the hill, he's already on the curb, he's just lost control. Twitch, and then he hits the bank, spins round in the middle of the circuit, and then Bidster tries to brake and avoid but just can't, and he just slightly taps in, but he did try his best to avoid because it was a wet track and he was trying to brake but aquaplaning, but Stevie goes into the wall and then tries to find reverse and gets going. So as we come back from that, Stevie recovers there in 3rd place, accelerates on his way. There's Blakeney, let's have a look at Blakeney, here he is in 5th. We've got Video a couple of seconds behind. There he is, there's Blake, and then we've got Video in the shot behind. Blakeney goes wide there, almost goes off the track again. Up the hill for Video as well. We've got Pash here, these rainy conditions really catching out everyone. It doesn't look it doesn't look too wet, but I can tell you on track it does, and obviously the fog doesn't help your visibility either. But these cars really struggling in the wet conditions, because they are on a wet tyre, but it doesn't clear that much water. And as we go up the hill and down the straight with Pash, taming the beast. 7th place, not a bad position so far for him. Meanwhile up front though, Cyrex has just done a 2:24. And if you look at the rest of the lap times, Bidster's on a 2:28 and Stevie's on a 2:31, so Cyrex 4 seconds quicker than Bidster, the next car in the line. And then, in fact, no, Stevie 2:31. So, really big difference there. I think obviously Bidster and Stevie went off, so we'll get a good gauge next time round. But Cyrex with some definite pace there. As we go through, oh, there is Cyrex. He's just into the hairpin. Nicely through, accelerates out, drifts the car out, and nicely done there from Cyrex. Oh, Blakeney, I think, is that Blakeney off? Oh no, Bradders is off and he hits Blake. And he takes him off the road. Bradders loses control and takes Blakeney out, who's been lapped. And Blakeney's now driving the wrong way. He's got to get the car reset. There he goes. Resets the car. We've got to be careful with these resets because they could cause some really major crashes as Bradders goes off again and Pash goes to into 6th. But we've really got to watch it with these resets. I might have to start saying to people that we can't use resets. They've got to actually reverse the car and actually turn the car around properly. Because it's more realistic. So I think it'd be better. So we might give that a trial at some point. But Blakeney and Pash close together now due to the error by Bradders, and Blakeney can't avoid him. Down the hill we go. Just looking at the gaps there, guys. Looking to see what we can actually look at here. So let's have a look. Video in 5th, just further ahead. Neil Farmack not getting anywhere near towards Stevie, and everyone else losing time rapidly to Cyrex in the lead of the race. Sliding his way through, coming back with a vengeance, Cyrex. Sliding his way out the corner and just fighting for grip there like everyone else, and the car disappears into the fog, especially without the lights on. You can't really see him properly. But through the corner we go, and nicely through we go for Cyrex. Let's watch the lap times this time round. 2:24 for Cyrex last time. Let's just have a quick look back at Pash as well while he's catching Blake. He's trying to. Cyrex's lap time coming up here across the line. 2:27, so not too bad, just a bit more of an average lap. Let's see what Bidster's time will be as well. He's still got to come to the last corner yet. As he's come through. Oh no, he's gone through the last corner, beg your pardon. I thought he was a bit further behind than what he was. He'll cross the line. 2:28 for Bidster, so Cyrex definitely with a 1 second a lap advantage over Bidster, who gets the first corner quite a bit wrong and just about recovers from a massive tank slapper there. Down the hill, heel and toe in, H pattern, and through nicely we go. Blakeney in 6th, he's got Pash 3 seconds behind, so again the field a bit more spread in this one. But again, what do you expect with these wet, rainy and foggy conditions? It is going to spread the field out a little bit, and also we've had quite a lot of incidents in this race as well, which has not helped with how things go, as NRP goes into the hay bales and accelerates up the hill, or tries to accelerate up the hill. Need to get on the tarmac first. There we go, gets on the tarmac, accelerates up the hill, and off he goes. So the closest battle we've got on track at the minute is Video. Blakeney, who's spending more time on the grass than he is tarmac and wall, as he tank slaps his way off, and he's just lost it into the hay bales. But then he instantly resets, and that could be a really dangerous thing. So obviously you're resetting onto could be the racing line. So might have to have a think about that. So we'll see how things go. As Pash has gone off ahead, he's lost it on the straight. And if you're wondering why people are losing it, it's not lack of skill. It's the fact that the track is saturated in puddles and massively wet patches, and just almost flooded, so you can't really see it from the replay camera, but I can tell you there are a lot of major puddles on the track catching the drivers out, and there is hardly any traction in these cars in these conditions, and visibility as well. That's another hard thing. Someone spins, especially if they haven't got the lights on, and then you can't see them until the last possible moment. So more of a lottery this than skill, but still. Cyrex coming through, just weaving left and right. Probably trying to get a little bit of heat in the tyres as well, because the tyres will be going stone cold here. Absolutely stone cold tyres here. Because the tyres are constantly getting water and cold water on them, so getting colder and colder. As Cyrex goes on to his last lap of the race, 6 of 6 for Cyrex. On to his last lap he goes through turn 1 down the hill. Here comes Bidster, he's coming towards the the start-finish line now. Just coming past the pit lane. Here he goes across the line. We go to start his last lap of the race towards the first corner. Nicely through the first corner as well. Blakeney with Pash catching up to the back of him. So again, these two, they're sort of having a to and fro battle, because one crashes, one takes a position, and then the other one crashes, and then they take the position back. So not your typical dogfight, but a dogfight nonetheless. It's in a weird shape and form, shall we say. So Blakeney goes down the straight, in the spray, cannot see a thing. Where's Cyrex? We don't lose track of Cyrex. He's still coming down the... still going up the hill, sorry, should I say. I thought we were going down the hill, then he's going up the hill, I think. So here he is, climbing up the hill towards the left-hander, which will start the climb up towards the little kinks and onto the straight, sliding the car sideways. Utter commitment from Cyrex as the track gets wetter and wetter. Cyrex not phased one bit, and he's beating the Rainmaster Bidster as well. He's beating him, so he's Bidster's usually quite good in the wet conditions, but Cyrex is proving to be a lot better than that, and he's dominant here in this Porsche. Loving this car and track combination. Here is Bidster, the ever so sideways Bidster, sliding his way up the hill. Further back we've got Pash and Blakeney, still Blakeney ahead of Pash, and Pash goes into the wall again. Just no traction whatsoever. TY trying to keep up behind as well, but he's got no traction either. As you can see there, the car's just skating about. Normally this would be a red flag situation, but we don't have red flags on online sim racing, so just got to cope with it the best you've got and try and survive. Only the bravest survive till the end, and Cyrex is about to prove that point, because he's about to take a victory in this Porsche series. He slides his way through the corner. Cyrex looking for another win. He won at the Leipzig circuit last time out, and he's going to take another win here. Cyrex approaches the line, flashes his lights in delight. Cyrex wins the first race here in the foggy and rainy conditions here at Rouen Les Essarts. Cyrex wins. Well done to him. Bidster coming around the last corner now, sliding his way through towards the start-finish line. Sliding on the straight, trying to find grip. There's puddles everywhere and aquaplaning everywhere as well. Bidster crosses the line. Second place for Bidster. And Stevie's the next person on track. He's coming out of the last corner. We've got Neil there further back, Video as well, further back as well. With Blake, got Pash further back, TY, NRP. NRP's almost near the line, so he's been lapped. But Stevie coming up to the last corner. Oh, around the last corner, to a point. Down the straight we go, just trying to find some grip. He's lost it. Oh, he's lost it. Don't lose it now, Stevie. That'd be rather embarrassing if he spun it now and Neil got it on the line. But Stevie takes third position. Well done to Stevie there. Third position for Stevie. Neil Farmack is fourth. NRP's already crossed the line. He's been lapped in ninth. So TY and Pash will be the last two to finish on track. But we've got Neil coming towards the last corner now. He's coming towards the last corner, but let's watch Video and Blake. Two cars close together. Video and Blake together on track. The cars look similar, but they are not teammates. I can tell you that they are not teammates. As we go down to the last corner, Neil Farmack's trying to get some grip and actually get towards the line. These two are still coming towards the last corner. Here we go. Battle of the brave on the brakes. Blakeney defends the inside. That's going to make him slower on the way out, but again, it's all about finding the traction. Neil is going to cross the line in a minute. Let's wait for him. There's Video. Oh, Video gets on the power and goes too far to the right and just loses control. Neil finishes fourth. And Blakeney there is still, they're both still trying to get power down. There's the both. Look at this. It's comical almost. Blakeney on half throttle now just to try and get to the end. The track getting absolutely saturated. This is worse than Zolder a few seasons ago. And that was fun because we were in a car that had hardly any ground clearance. But Blakeney is going to cross the line to take 5th place. And I think, let's have a look. Here he goes. 5th place for Blake. 6th place for Video, and TY will be 7th. With Pash in 8th. NRP and Brad has both been lapped. So, we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results after that one then. So Cyrex takes victory in these challenging conditions. Then it's Bidster in second place. Third is Stevie. Neil finishes in fourth. Fifth goes to Blake. Then it's sixth for Video. Seventh is TY. Pash, well, it says DNF, but he actually did finish. He got points, so it's Pash in eighth. NRP in ninth. And Bradders rounds off the 10. So, as we come back from that then, your winner in the wet conditions is Cyrex. He is the rain master here at Rouen Les Essarts in the Porsche 911 Carerra RSR. Well done to Cyrex, and we will see you guys for race 2, which will be a lot brighter and a lot sunnier. We'll see you for that, guys. Take care.